anyone can get that judgment. The judgment has to start with us. Because we're teaching wrong and we're teaching a false doctrine, like your prophets or your pastors. Blood is upon on our own heads. So I gain nothing from doing this. None of us brothers gain anything. That's why when the sister said she's saved, none of us are saved.
Right.
We are not saved. We fear up here more than you do, because we know the law, statutes, and commandments. So we have more fear than what you are going to have, because we know what's going to come. Because we know that any of us brothers up here, we could be called but not saved. Right, let's get to the nitty and gritty. Get me we're going to quickly do this one. We're going to quickly chop up this, because brothers have got to keep it moving. Get me Isaiah chapter 6 and verse 11. No, start from verse 9. So I'm going to be Isaiah chapter 6 verse 9. Get me Jeremiah. Get me Jeremiah chapter. Salakia. So get me Jeremiah chapter 16. Jeremiah chapter 16 verse 16. Jeremiah 16. Get me Isaiah, what did I get to? Yeah, Isaiah 69. Get me Amos chapter 8 and verse 11. Yeah, we're going to do this real quickly. Yeah, read this.
Isaiah chapter 6 verse 9. And he said, go and tell this people, hear ye indeed, but understand not, and see ye indeed, but perceive not. Make the heart of this people fat, and make their ears heavy, and shut their eyes, lest they see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and understand with their heart, and convert and be healed.
And that's what we're saying. We're at here. Yea, though we walk through the valley of the shadow of death, we shall fear no evil. Wherever we'll prophesy unto the winds, and then the winds will bring the sinews together. That's what we're doing. But we got a time frame. We're not always going to be here.
Then said I, Lord, how long? And he answered, until the cities be wasted.
I can still see the city. City's not wasted.
Right.
With what?
Until the cities be wasted without inhabitant.
It's still inhabited. The shops are still open. So we're going to be up here for a long time. But in the dividing of times. See the parables. We're going to be out here for a long time, but in the dividing of times. No man knows the time of the hour. Read.
And the houses without man, and the land be utterly desolate.
And this land is not desolate. That's why I'm saying you have a grace period. Yeah? We have a grace period.
Verse 12, and the Lord have removed men far away, and there be a great forsaking in the midst of the land.
And that great forsakening is when there's the gospel ain't being preached, and Jacob's trouble comes upon your head, man. When that's great forsakening is when Jacob's trouble kicks in. But we're gonna hold on to the faith of Yahawashi because we've read the gospel. We know that's our mission. We're bearing our cross like the Messiah did. Papa Kashar.
Yeah. Salakia. The book of Amos, chapter 8 and verse 11.
Bring it out.
The book of Amos, chapter 8 and verse 11. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor of thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from north even to the east. They shall run, and they shall run to and fro, to seek the word of the Lord, and shall not find it. And shall not find it. In that day shall the fair virgins and young men faint for thirst. They that swear in the sin of Samaria and say, thy God, O Dan, liveth, and the manor of Beersheba liveth.
So yeah, the Most High in that day, it's going to be a famine of the word. You're not going to hear this gospel, so you're not going to know how to get right. So that's why we're telling our people, the so-called black Native Americans and Indians, to get right now or get left. We're only out here for a time, man. For a long time, but a dividing of time. Read. Because this is what we're going to go into. The reason why I'm saying we're out here for a time, because there's a prophecy that's got to happen after this gospel's been preached.
Right.
Read.
Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 16. Behold, I will send for many fishers, saith the Lord, and they shall fish them.
So right now we are fishers. We are fishers like James.
Peter.
We are fishers like Peter. We are fishers like Paul, Barnabas. You know, we're fishers. Right now we're in fishing season.
Right.
We're even like carpenters. We're like Yahawashi because we're building up our nation. You know, we're getting a little chisel here. We're sharpening iron, chiseling, getting our nets ready. You know, we're fishers right now. Yeah? But it's going to change.
Right. And they shall fish them. And after will I send for many hunters.
Send for what?
Send for many hunters.
Hey, that sounds like war precepts.
Right.
That sounds like war precepts. Send for fishers, they're going to send for hunters. Because remember, we're meant to be like the Messiah. What's the Messiah going to come back like? A lion. He ain't coming back hugs and kisses. No Caesar Borgia, man. Right. No Diddy out here. He ain't coming back no Diddying. He's coming back as Yahawashi Mashiach.
Right.
Yeah?
And they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill and out of the holes of the rocks. For mine eyes are open, are upon all their ways. They are not hid from my face, neither is their iniquity hid from my eyes.
Yeah, and that goes for both the heathens and our people that are acting heathenic. The 2/3.
Right.
The Most High said he's going to send for many hunters, and he shall hunt them from the cliffs, from the rocks, because our people are going to try and join hand in hand with them. The Most High is going to be like, nah, you're not going to get done like that. Give me Exodus. You go precept. You got your precept.
The book of 1 John, chapter 3 and verse 2. Beloved, now we, the sons of God, beloved, now are we the sons of God, and it do not yet appear what we shall be. But we know that when he shall appear, we shall be like him, for we shall see him, and we shall see him as he is. The book of 1 John, chapter 3 and verse 2. Beloved, now are we the sons of God, and it do not yet appear what we shall be. But we know that when he shall appear, we shall be like him, for we shall see him as he is.
So that's saying, right now, we're just doing our works. We don't know what's going to, because some of us are going to be warriors. Some of us are going to be the ones that's going to be saving, the saviors, to know, casting that, like helping the nation get away. Some of us are going to be up front in the battlefield, man.
Right.
But we don't know our positions yet in this ranking. Some of us are going to be getting thrust through. We don't know. But we know when that time comes, he's going to let us know, innit? Yeah? Bring the piece out.
This is Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 20.
Read up.
Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war.
You got a real war princess, yeah?
For with thee will I break in pieces the nations, and with thee will I destroy kingdom.
And that's what the most, and that means nations means the 2/3 amongst the heathens of our people, man. He's gonna break in pieces the nations, and he's gonna use the so-called blacks, Native American, Seminole Indians that are keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, that remember who they are, and call upon the name of Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, and truth and sincerity, man.
Right.
You know, read this one, because it's happened once. Remember, what's done in the old is done in the new. What's done out of one captivity, coming out of one captivity, It's gonna happen in this captivity. So let's get an account in the law.
Exodus chapter 32 verse 25. And when Moses saw that the people were naked, for Aaron had made them naked unto their shame among their enemies, then Moses stood in the gates of the camp and said, Who is on the Lord's side? Let him come unto me, and let all the sons of Levi gather themselves together unto me, unto him.
All right. So put your hands up. Show of hands. Who's on Yahawah's side? Show of hands. Who's on the Most High? Who's on the Lord's side? Who's on God's side? Show of hands. Show of hands. Sister, you on God's side? Sister, you love God? Brother, you love God? I see I only see a few hands, you know. No, I only see a few. I see 2 hands way up. Yeah, we know. But yeah. So choose this day. The Lord. Yes, brother.
Yes, brother.
You know, choose this day the Lord, isn't it? This is what Moses is telling the Israelites when they come out of the wilderness. It's the same thing the Messiah is going to be telling us now. That he's telling us now actually through the gospel.
Right.
Through the gospel he's telling us, choose this day. So choose now.
And he said unto them, Thus saith the Lord God of Israel, Put every man his sword by his side, and go in and out from gate to gate throughout the camp, and slay every man his brother, and every man his companion, and every man his neighbor. And the children of Levi did according to the word of Moses, and there fell of the people that day about 3,000 men. For Moses had said, Consecrate yourselves today to the Lord, even every man upon his son and upon his brother, that he may bestow unto you a blessing this day.
Exactly. And that's what we're trying to say. But we have a grace period. So that choose your now, you've still got time to choose. Yeah? You got a preset? Can't. Right, let me quickly hold your preset, quickly get this. So remember, he said go slay like madmen.
Right.
Jeremiah 51, verse 20 again. Verse 20. Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war.
So the Most High even said, from with Moses we use his battle axe when we didn't follow him. In Jeremiah it's saying where his battle axe. And now when the Messiah comes back, who's going to be his battle axe? Remember, we are blessed in a way that we can do the most righteous things. But we are also blessed to do wicked. So when we do things, we do it with a multitude. We do it to our heart's content. If a Jake's gonna kill, a Jake's gonna kill, no holding him back. But if a Jake's gonna love, he's gonna love, no holding him back. Yeah? Bring a piece out.
This is the book of Amos 8, verse 11. Behold, the day comes, said the Lord God, that I will send famine in the land, not a famine of bread, neither famine of thirst. Behold, the day comes, said the Lord, to the Lord God, that I will send famine in the land, not the famine of bread, neither the famine of water, but the famine of hearing the word of the Lord.
Yeah, famine of the word, man. Once again, the brother put it up. That's what's gonna happen. See, all these things, they're lining up. And when that famine of the word comes, that's when you're gonna see the battle axes. Yeah? That's where you're gonna see the real mighty men of the Most High. Sister, you got a moment? Come, see my brother's talking to you. Alright. Well, quick question, do you love God? What's your nationality? Sierra Leone and Ghana, yeah? So who's Sierra Leone? Your mum and your dad's from Ghana. Okay. So what tribe in Ghana are you? Ashanti. Alright, Ashanti. You know where it is, isn't it? So what does God call you? What does God call you? Because I asked you your nationality, yeah? You said you love God. God deals with nations. There's 18 nations in the Bible. What nation are you in the Bible? Because Sierra Leone is not in there. Sierra Leone and Ghana is not in there. Ashanti's in there though. But we need to understand who the Ashanti people are. Do you know who they are? Do you know your history? No? So this is what we're up here to do. This is our mission. The whole mission, our whole mission today is to wake up our people, to let them know who God chooses, or God's called them. Yeah? You got it? Yeah.
Joshua chapter 19,
Verse 1 first.
verse 1. And the second lot came forth to Simeon, even for the tribe of the children of Simeon, according to their families, and their inheritance was within the inheritance of the children of Judah.
Okay, so you know Simeon and Judah, you know who they are, right? You're not really a Christian, but we've all got like a biblical background. So you know about Abraham, Isaac and Jacob, right? You know Jacob had 12, his name got changed to Israel, he had 12 sons, yeah? So Simeon is one of the sons of Jacob, yeah? Jacob's name got changed to Israel, so he'd be called an Israelite. Now this is the genealogy of Simeon.
Verse 7. Ain, Remon, and Ether, and Ashan, and Ashan.
So Ashan, he comes from the seed line of Simeon. Ashanti is just a tribe that come off of Ashan. So Ashan's in the Bible. So we understand that because Ashan is from Simeon, Simeon's from Israel, he'd be called an Israelite. So your ancestors would be called Israelites according to God, not a colonizer's name. Because we used to call ourselves Jamaican. Yeah? Jamaica's not in the Bible. We used to call ourselves West African. West Africa's not in the Bible. The landmass is mentioned, like Ethiopia and all of those, but it's not, you know. So we're in the last stage where we need to wake up our people, whether you're biblical or not. This is our mission. Get me Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6. And this is the reason why we're doing this. Because we've been lied to for centuries. Our ancestors have been lied to from babies. You know which one? The famous one.
Deuteronomy chapter 7 verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God has chosen thee to be a special people.
So we need to understand the book of Deuteronomy is written to a people. So it's like a letter. Yeah? It's like a letter. Go to Deuteronomy chapter 1 and verse 1 real quickly, someone grab it. Quick with the swords. Deuteronomy 101.
Deuteronomy chapter 1 verse 1. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel. Unto all Israel. Unto all Israel. Unto all Israel.
So these is the words that Moses spoke to the Israelites when they came out of Egypt. Yeah? Remember we just found out that Simeon's from the tribe of Israel. Ashan's from the tribe of Israel. So this is what God's saying about the Israelites. Your ancestors, our ancestors, our forefathers.
The Lord thy God has chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people.
Sister, what nation, when they touch something, turns to gold? Everything we do, our music, the way we dress, the way we, our sisters have, like the beauty of our sisters, they want the pumped up lips and the big bum like our sisters. Our sisters have that naturally. What it is, our sisters do it haughtily. And the men were no better because we let you flaunt that. But we do the thing we just read earlier, anything that we do, we're going to do it to the best. So if we're going to do wicked, we do wicked to the best. But we shouldn't, we should be doing righteousness. Because God chose us to be special people unto himself. Now that's possessive. That's your, like you having your trainers, you have so many shoes, and you're like, now I'm going to wear my favorite shoes. You pick out your pink pumps or whatever, and they're like, why you keep wearing them ones? Because these are my favorite. Above all my shoes, these are my favorite. That's what God done with us as a nation. He said, from Adam, the Israelites, these are my favorite. I'm picking you out. All the other nations are, why are you not picking us for? Why are you not? Because they're my favorite. So you're God's favorite, read.
A special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth. The Lord did not set his love upon you, nor chose you, because ye were more in number than any people, for ye were the fewest of all people. But because the Lord loved you, and because he would keep the oath which he had sworn unto your fathers, have the Lord brought you out with a mighty hand, and redeemed you out of the house of bondmen, from the hand of the Pharaoh, king of Egypt.
So the Most High has brought us out of Egypt and made us a special people unto himself. Sister, how does it feel to be special above the so-called white man or the so-called white girl? When you do something, don't Claire come over and try to do the same thing. When you're talking to your brothers and you're having a nice humble conversation, don't Claire or Stacey come over and be like, yeah, because you're like, no, this don't involve you. You get that vibration like you're not welcome here because it's spiritual. Because you know you're above them, but what's happened, because we broke God's laws, we got put into a lower state.
This is Jeremiah chapter 6 verse 2. I have likened the daughter of Zion to a comely and delicate woman.
So a daughter of Zion being you as a comely and delicate woman. Comely means to be beautiful. Our sisters are beautiful. We have the most beautiful nation of sisters. Even when they're butt ass ugly, they're still beautiful. Do you know why? Because there's a spirit in them that makes them beautiful. The Most High makes them beautiful, especially when they're humble. Our sisters can be very humble and very shamefaced, but because they want to be like the oppressors, they become haughty, stiff-necked, chat back to their man, chat back to their daddy. Daddy went in my house, I'm gonna chat back to you. They have this attitude. I can't get a man's out. How many bodies am I gonna get today? They have that haughty spirit on them. You want to be like Carly being Mega the Stallion. But when they're humble, yous are beautiful. Right, we got to give her.
The book of 2 Samuel chapter 7 and verse 23. And what one nation in the earth is like thy people, even like Israel, whom God went to redeem for a people unto himself, and to make him a name, and to do for you great things and terrible for thy land before thy people, which thou redeemest to thee from Egypt, from the nations and their gods.
So the Most High will say, what nation is like the Israelites? What nation is like the so-called black people? Like I said, anything we touch, we make it boom. Music, sports, cooking, the dancehall, everything we touch, they want a piece of it, but they don't want the curses that we go through. When you're sitting with your I was gonna use biblical words, but when you're sitting with your white friends and you're getting all the attention, you feel that little envious of your natural beauty. But what our sisters tend to do, they thrive with it. Oh yeah. You know, they flirt. They do this. If you was shamefaced and like, nah, I'm gonna deal with Uno with my own, the Most High will start blessing you more, because now you're thinking, right, she's gonna deal with her own. Nah, I'm not gonna go out there and shake up my ass for this guy come and grapes me up. I don't want man grapes me. But it's because of your appearance and how we go, because we don't keep laws and statutes and commandments. So in order to change our ways, we have to come back to this, to the laws. Right. The laws wasn't given to all these other nations. That's why they can do what they're doing. But they reap the benefits of what we do. We ain't prospering. We've got all the music and everything, but we're not prospering. When we're up here, we have to give you a commandment, because they ain't just the 10 commandments. Yeah, we have to give you a commandment. So this is a good way to start, especially for a beautiful sister like yourself. This is a good way to start.
Right. Deuteronomy chapter 22 verse 5. The woman shall not wear which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
What should a woman put on that a man wears? What apparel? What clothing? What clothing should a woman not put on that a man puts on? Okay, what should a man wear that women wear? It's not that hard. When you go to the toilet, what does a woman wear on the toilet sign? A dress. A woman wears the dress, a man wears trousers. So women, you shouldn't be wearing trousers. There's many reasons. And men, would you come and talk to us if you see all of us up in dresses and skirts? Would you come and chat to us? Would you stop? Would you be like, I can tell you're uncomfortable with it because you'll be like, oh, it's a bit, because it's not natural. Even when I mentioned it, you was like, because spiritually it's not natural. So it's not natural for women to wear trousers. Because what that does, it sets off a lust spirit for men. And now you see why so many of our sisters go missing and get grapes up by men and go, because of, you've been taught that this is sexy. That's not. You know what's beautiful to us, it ain't even sexy, you know what's beautiful for us? When we see a young sister or young women or a women wearing dresses because you're hiding your body is a gift for your man. You ain't meant to have bodies. You're only meant to have one body, not bodies. Because that one body that you give yourself to, that man will love you forever because you kept yourself as a present for him. And it's a gift to you. He provides that safety because he knows that he's wrapped you in cotton wool now. And in that wrapping, you're giving him that nurturing and that stability that he needs, that pillar of rest. You ain't giving him a headache. But because we broke the laws, we just get this now. You would like a man to soothe you, you want to go home to him and you want to cook for your man, provide for your man, knowing that he's going to provide and protect you no matter what, right? No matter what, if someone broke into your house, you're not going to be daddy and be like, oh no. You're going to run to him, babe, he's in the house. Oh no, you want to wear the trousers, you deal with it. I'm taking the baby. Start running off. You're going to be like, it's a bitch boy, bro. You want someone that's going to, if you start humbling yourself, a man's going to want to be able to take care of you because he's seeing you now as delicacy. You become heat, you're delicate. There's nothing wrong with being delicate, sister. For a woman, there's nothing wrong. You don't have to have a heart hysteria. Them days are gone now. Yeah? Them days are dusty because when it starts getting cracking, you're gonna be looking for men. But the only men that's gonna be able to do that for you is men of your own nation that keep the law, statutes, and commandments are gonna protect you. Yes.
Exodus chapter 22 and verse 16. And if a man entice a maid that is not betrothed and lie with her, he shall surely endure her to be his wife.
So that basically means sex is marriage. So if a girl, for a man can, like King Solomon, King David, they had many wives. Yeah, a man can do that. If a woman were to sleep with many men, she had many husbands. Because there's no longer one man to your tuntun. There's many men to your tuntun. And then what they become called? You're the local bike, sket, whore, bosh, dirt. All these names are following you. And they say, oh, why are they calling me that? How are you carrying yourself? You can't get mad at a name that they're calling you when you put yourself in a predicament, in that position. If you want them to stop calling you them names, you have to change your ways. In order to make something change, you have to change your ways. And that's why, and we see that amongst our nation a lot with our women. They get the child's spirit. They want to be mommy and daddy. But when a real man comes into their life and they get rid of that, they mess it up. You know? They're like, oh, he was a good one. I let him go. So all it is, all we're saying, sisters, you're God's chosen people. Start keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, because God loves you. Yeah?
This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 1 and verse 8. And it shall come to pass in the day of the Lord's sacrifice that I will punish the princes and the king's children, and all such that as are clothed with strange apparel.
So the Most High is not coming on this play thing. If he sees a woman wearing trousers, you're an abomination, especially a woman of his nation. Abomination. You're getting destroyed. I know it sounds blunt, it sounds harsh, but that's say the Most High. It goes both ways. If you see our brothers walking down the street skipping with a dress on, the Most High said, fire upon him. Fire upon Sodomite. So we're out here to make sure that our brothers and sisters get correct, so they don't get left, you get right. I know it's a lot to take in, but we're in the end times. We have to just plant the seed and make sure the Most High does the watering. So according to God now, sister, what's your nationality? Where did Simeon come from? Abraham, Isaac, and Israelites, not Israelis. All praises. So the difference is we're not Israelis. We're not Jewish. We are the real Jews. Yeah. Give her one more. Give me let me give me revelation. You got pre. Sister, do you eat pork? Do you eat crabs? Do you eat lobster? Cut them out. I'm saving you. This is love right now. I'm saving you. Cut them out. See how you don't eat pork? Why don't you eat pork? Are you Muslim? Nah, sister, you can't be Muslim as well. Nah, because they know what that is. That's come from these people. But they know where the Muslims got it from. Musa, peace be upon him, right? No, but they got it from us. Musa, peace be upon him. That's where they got it from. All they're doing is taking our culture and our laws and vamping it to themselves. That's right. If you are actually a Muslim, you should be wearing a hijab. You should be covered up.
But you don't have to.
See, that's where it's docile. You say you don't have to. The Most High saying you have to dress modestly. They're dusty Christians. We're not Christians. No, not exactly. But now I've learned, like with you, sister. I'm not gonna be like saying that I'm wiser than thou. I'm not gonna do that. I'm only going off what I've learned. Like I said, we've been lied to. And now I've come back and I've read it for myself. All these brothers have come back and read it for themselves, so we know what's to be the truth. Because I'm not gonna say, nah, God's lying. Am I mad to do that? Would you ever say God's lying, or would you say, oh, Allah's a liar? Would you even say that? Exactly. So now I'm reading it. I'm gonna come to someone. If I've got something, I will come to someone and say to him, but it says this. You can't tell me that God's lying. Is that me coming with the Quran and saying the Quran says that you can't eat camel? Come on. But sister, what it is, don't eat the same way you don't eat the pork, don't eat the crab, don't eat the lobster. They're all bottom feeders of the ocean. So you're eating basically the shit of the ocean, and you're not shit. You're delicate. Last precept, and then we'll go close out.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people.
So our nation's been scattered through slavery, the transatlantic slave trade. That's how we got to these places. So when them people come and tell you go back to your own, tell them straight, I can't come back to my own because your forefathers brought me here. So until you get them Jewish people out of my land, I can't come back. But the Messiah's going to do that for me.
From the one end of the earth, even unto the other. And there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone.
So wood and stone. The Muslims pray to the Mecca stone, the Kaaba stone. That's stone. And the Christians pray to a cross. That's wood. Prophesied of curses that can be upon us. You're an Israelite of the Bible. You're not Muslim. I'd rather be an Israelite than a Muslim. Muslim just means to submit. If you're going to submit to the Most High Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi. Come back to your ancestors.
You know what's the meaning of the word Quran?
Meaning of Quran means to recite, right?
That's right.
Quran means to recite, but where did it go? They say go to the Torah. The Torah's not in the Quran, it's in the Bible. So you might as well just come back to your true biblical nationality and keep the law, statutes, and commandments. Brothers are here. We've got sisters that will help you, guide you as well, because it's not easy for our women in this truth as well. There's a lot of breaking down that's got to be done. But we have sisters, and you're going to see how we band together as a nation, how strong we are. Because when we're banded together in wickedness in the dance hall, we're mighty to do that. But what in righteousness? How much more are we going to be? Alright, with that, I'm going to close that. I'm going to say, all praises to Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi. Sister, I hope you get the increase. Give the sister, you got flyers. Friend, sister, remember, you're an Israelite of the Bible. Don't be strayed in from our own people. Our own people are devils as well. So teach your friend who she is according to the Most High. Yeah? Alright. All praises to Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, to God for the edification. And yasharahla.